And you're going to get can take liberated rescue children, detoxification from forced psychotropic chemicals, bail or money on books for incarcerated protective parents and grandparents. www. Oh, that's it. If people have already been arrested, right? The protective grandparents or the parents, mother or father, whoever the protective one is, that's trying to keep their kids from being put in the most abusive situation that the courts identify. Look at these Center for Judicial Excellence, CJE Marin in Marin County. Look at that Center for Judicial Excellence documentary. It's part 2 on YouTube. If you could just look at that, oh my God, you would see that the court officials, the court employees are telling you the whole purpose of even receiving your filings and your answers and your complaints is to determine who the most of what the most abusive situation is, so that they can put the child there knowing that they can extort and coerce money and be guaranteed payment for all the players in it. The evaluators, the custody masters, the attorneys and judges are guaranteed payment for the lifetime of the child while it's in the system, while they continue to disable the child. So we would pay bail for protective parents who are arrested for defying criminal court orders. All right? And if they've already been sentenced and bail's not available, we'll give them enough money on their books and be committed to making sure their commissary and everything, that they can be as comfortable as possible in there financially and still have every possible way to communicate out of there. Not just phone time, writing, journaling, so that the worldwide population of disadvantaged creators benefits from their experience, from their shared experience. Higherlyrics.org and whaistherelefttodO.com. Those are where some donation buttons are, and these items will also have payment buttons there that I'm going to show you that I'm going to sell off. I'm a business owner that has to sell off all of mine. All of my 12-step recovery and inspirational memorabilia. A lot of it is rare and hard to find because of the forced commercial transactions where you scramble to save your family. And it's actually an attack of the system that we're trying to see. This has very little to do with the well-being of our children and everything to do with a bunch of criminally intended fat cat engorged upper middle class people who haven't been questioned yet, that are attorneys and judges and custody masters, thinking that they can get away with just forcing you to just taking everything you have, causing you lost wages, lost earnings, and making you seem somehow defensive for explaining and exposing their crimes against you. So that's Uniform Commercial Code, and these are all groundbreaking outlooks. We have to change our outlook to say this is more than an attack on my family. This is actually an attack on my finances and on our economy, and thereby our economy. Victims of these traditionally evolved mechanized industries, these systematic machines, family courts, CPS, DHS, and so on, must understand the economy, corruption, connection between what is occurring to them and our economy, because we spend too much time trying to navigate the illusion of resolution. We think that if we just do this and if we just do that, whatever they say next, they go wait till this hearing, wait till that hearing gets continued and move back 6 months, gets canceled. If we just do that and hope for the best, that everything's okay. And actually, this is an attack on our ability to defend, support ourselves and our choices. When you don't have your own money, right? You don't have final say over what happens to you or your children. You have to go to places and services that have a whole checklist of criteria that have nothing to do with what's best for your children. So the answer is to be self-supported through our own contributions. If we want to have the autonomy and freedom of saying what happens to our families, we must defend to the death, I swear, I think, to the death, I'm prepared to do that, our ability to protect our ability to earn money, because if we have to go to welfare and charity and everything like that, then we are immediately limited. Okay. Many of you might have had the circumstance where your teenager or your adolescent had a misdemeanor or a problem or some type of crime, and the first thing they do is send the parents a letter saying, if you don't turn them in on this warrant, we're going to take away your food stamp and your cash benefits. The traditional systems, the way they're set up, that one gear clicks and helps another, helps the next. It activates one against the other. Like the family court machine is going to act the Internal Revenue Service against you. It's going to defraud the Internal Revenue Service for earned income credit. It's going to defraud Social Security Disability Administration. It's going to defraud the law enforcement. Okay? So, and these have dollar signs attached to them. These have money attached to it. Everything the courts do, because the courts have the authority to leverage against us, law enforcement and police, what they do and don't do has to be taken seriously, even if it's just clerical or typographical errors where they change our surname, or they start censoring and changing case captions, or they just get it wrong, and somebody very subjectively accepts one person's. I heard a story that a judge a support judge just took the woman's testimony and gave her everything, even though she was on Social Security disability already. The father was on Social Security disability. He still had to pay child support from his Social Security earnings. She didn't have to show any of her financial records, and he had to bring in everything. But the courts, the subjective, criminally intended, financially incented custody masters and attorneys are actually they are actually successfully siphoning off money. They're financially incented, okay? All right. Call Roxanne Grinage at 229-395-0039 for Western Union money wire transfers. If you want to pay, I'm going to have my PayPal buttons up there, but a lot of people might not have PayPal. All you need is a major credit or debit card, or you could call me and wire me the money, or you can pick it up here in Northeast Philadelphia. I'm on the 8200 block of Frankfurt Avenue. And that's that. And you can call me too and also negotiate pricing. All right. I'm going to end this here and then start the next segment because this is obviously too long. Okay. Take care. Bye.